I've got some 12mm stainless round bar here which is actually a nice fit, so all I need is a short piece of this with some 10mm threads on, and that will make the locator pin. It's only a fantastically tight thread, it's only a gauge. Create a little shoulder so that puts a full depth thread or a full length thread. Now 80, that should be no problem at all. Job quite nicely. It's going not quite up with the shoulder, so I will take a little bit off the end of it, just one thread off the end. so that now fits in there. Actually hitting the pin this time. Oh, that's better, that's not too long, just a good fit. Right. Okay. So that's that part done. We're having a little play with it because I do like playing with it. Oh, lovely, I like it. Right, I found a way of mounting it. Basically 2 bits of key steel through the block, bolt up through there, and just a clamp bar on one each side, just to stop it moving, so I can fold each one without having to reset the whole affair. Look at the shape of the end of that, John. Oh dear me. You seen the shape of the end of that bastard thing? Right, we've cleaned the end of the bolt up. Right, so that's sort of got that by the ball, so to speak. So now we can bend things to our heart's content, I suppose. Right, just a case of getting the metal cut and getting our shapes bent. I'm sure there's enough room there to get them in. And with having that many to do, I might even put a stop in there so I can just push each one in and turn, fold it and... Right, I've spent a lot of time setting up this so I can do the folds without having to line each one up and turn. A friend of mine's cut all the metal out for us, which has saved a lot of grief. So what I've done, I've set things up so I know if I have that level with the end of that block, that's in the right place for the first fold. Square up against that end. That's one. It took quite a bit of working out to get this set up right, but once it's done, it's going to be fairly quick to do them. If there's only 2 or 3, I could just line it up on a mark, but when there's like 40 of them, right, that's the 2 end bends done. And for the 2 centre bends, I've got some little spacers that go on the end of that block, and this goes that way up onto the block, which so it means it's got to be square to the blade. It can't be anything else. Fold one, onto the little spacers. Right. Just wants a little tweak to make it square, and that's another one done. So we'll just carry on getting them all bent out for her. Then there's holes to drill in each end. what I should do, in fact what I will do, I'll mark the holes out and I'll drill them all. I'll pre-drill them in the bits of steel, and then it's going to save drilling them, so I can mark each hole out, clamp them together and just drill straight through. I'll bend one more, right, so that's level with the edge of that V block and level with the end of the V block, like that. Same with this end. Then we've got the two spacers that go in behind there like that. It goes up against the spacer, which is also keeps it square to the blade. It can't be anything else. I've got some motorcycle fork hooks to bore out. I think it's from 38mm to 42mm. And to do it, I'm going to use the Quill feed on the milling machine. The Quill on this machine has a wheel here that actually engages the worm onto the rack. And you turn that one, and that's your power down and your power up. The trouble is, it's not power, it's manual. I found that you need to go fairly slowly to get a decent finish, and it absolutely makes your arm ache. So I've been going to put power on for a while. I've actually used a cordless drill on here with quite good results. So I'll show you what my idea is to put a power feed onto it. I had initially thought about putting a tooth belt on and a windscreen wiper motor, and I had a look on Banggood, and they do these little gearbox motors. Geared motors are very inexpensive. This one does 3 RPM, it's either 3 or 4 RPM, and there's some little couplings here designed for stepper motors. I'll have to machine them out to fit, but the couplings are there. And there's a speed controller, forward reverse 40 amp speed controller, absolutely for nothing. This is going to run off a 18 volt DeWalt battery, the same as I do with my weld rotator. So this is all pre-wired, forward reverse and the speed control. So I'm going to have a go at mounting that on just to see what sort of control I can get over the Quill. I'll also be doing a little bit of video on these for Banggood because I've received them for nothing, just a little bit of video to show if they're any good or not. I've had a battery coupled onto it and it works, so we'll just have to go from there. In last week's nightcap I did a little bit of video on cleaning and lubricating the lathe, and I had quite a few questions appertaining it to this oiler. Basically it's made by a company called Calumet, which is an English company. It's called the Calumet plastic gun. It is designed for pumping oil. Somebody did say that I never lubricated that nipple. I didn't, because you can't get this gun in with that on. There's a ball bearing in there, only a valve. So I'll try lubricating it without that on, see if I can get some oil into it, which that appears to have done. I'll quick look inside it. As you can see, it's full of oil. There's a spring loaded device in there which just keeps a little bit of weight on it, and then that plunger simply goes up and down like that. As you can see, it squirts oil out. Simple enough. I have been told you can modify a pump action grease gun to do the same job. Right, that's my grease gun. Once again, that's the Calumet, really old. I think I bought it at a car boot sale, and that one's got nothing in it. It has got grease in it, I'm sure it has. Yeah, it's got grease in it. I've been used for a long time. We might well want stripping and cleaning. There's no grease in it, that's just grease to there. Right, so that pushes down. into there. Right, and you fill the back with grease. This is actually a cartridge for a modern type grease gun. This is going to get messy, right? This is definitely going to get messy. I think we might leave it for another day. Right, I've got a tin of bearing grease here. I'm going to fill it with this, or at least get some into it. Lovely, wonderful. Need the cap screws back on. That pushes down, and then it should start to pump grease. Ah, there we go. No good, nothing's happening. Right, that's enough. I've had that board for 20 bastard years. Once again, it's just time to say thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and as always, a massive thanks for all the well wishes that are coming in towards myself, my dad, and my wife. Anyway, thanks for watching.